our first day of shooting. We picked the most difficult set ever. Smoke, mirrors in every direction. Love it. Welcome to Twilight.
You're listening to Another Bite of Twilight, a podcast where we look back on our obsession with the Twilight saga and continue to freak out 10 years later.
Well, Bella was just like everybody else, totally mesmerized by Edward, or the hair, as I call him.
Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. You may notice, if you're watching us on YouTube, that you can see us.
Yes, this is our very first visual podcast.
Yes.
But if you're just listening, as usual, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, on the train or in the car walking to school, no worries, because it's still supposed to be a podcast. But
Yeah.
we thought it'd be fun to record our faces.
In case
And my little Edward doll.
and Robert Pattinson. Framed picture of Robert Pattinson.
And my cat. Yeah. So, welcome.
But let's be clear, we are not YouTubers.
No.
So
this
don't
is still
think...
a podcast. And
Yeah.
this is all we'll say about it. But if you were ever curious, we're also going to just record a video while we do this.
Yeah.
And it's on our YouTube.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, guess what today's topic is? It was Mel's idea.
I have been so excited to do this episode from the beginning. I don't know why. I just have so many things to say about it.
I didn't even know this was one of our topics.
Did we say the name of the podcast yet?
Well, our theme song does.
Okay.
Our theme song always says.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries then.
But yes, this is Another Bite of Twilight. I'm Kelly.
I'm Melissa.
And
Thanks for
we're
listening.
here.
Okay, but yeah, so this episode we're talking about hair in Twilight.
The hair.
Lots to say.
I know that might sound like a weird topic. Is there enough to say? Yes, there is. Believe me.
Yeah.
Like, we could write a thesis about this.
Really, and honestly, I think Twilight did so much for hair.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna get into it just yet, but I think there's a lot of iconic hairstyles. That's gonna be a cute shot.
Fitz, get down. Oh my god, he's evil.
Before we start, how was your week? Do you have anything remarkable to share?
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
That makes me feel sad. It's snowing right now.
It's snowing.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. I went out with Shannon last night, my sister, who was in our last episode. Mm-hmm. What about you?
No, I have nothing to share. The older I get, the more time is just moving on, and it's
That's
just,
scary.
Yeah.
Let's just get to the topic.
Oh yeah, let's just talk about it.
Okay, Kristen Stewart. So when I was writing the notes, I was doing minor characters to major characters, but you want to start with major characters.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to quit the episode after the major characters, you can. But let's talk
But
about
please don't.
Bella's hair. Bella Swan.
Bella Swan. Bella is described as having brown hair in the book.
With
Brown,
hints of red.
With hints of red. I wrote the same
Yes.
thing. Long, thick, and straight hair.
Yes.
And yeah, Kristen Stewart, she has self-proclaimed herself as having blondish hair. I don't buy it. I feel like sometimes people with brown hair say that because they wanna.
Because she dyes her hair all the time.
Yeah.
She has dark eyebrows, though.
Yeah, I think she's a brunette.
I don't know if she definitely, when she was younger, had light hair.
Yeah.
But
I think she's a
that
brunette.
doesn't last forever.
But she has pretty thin hair, so I was reading that they actually added hair extensions.
Oh, yeah.
A hairpiece
And they had that, like, headband in
Yeah.
the first movie.
Yeah.
I think
to make it look fuller.
in the first movie, her hair looks the most Bella in the
Yeah.
books. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
They did a good job.
The first movie, they have the headband.
The
it's
hair color is
kind of
totally
wavy.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the second one, I was reading. Okay, so I should say that the hair designer for all of the movies is Mary Ann Valdez.
Ooh, I did not know that.
Yes, she did all of them. So I was reading an InStyle article where she talked about the different choices and the evolution of the hairstyles throughout the series. And in New Moon, actually, they had her hair purposely wavy whenever she was feeling... Did I ever tell you this?
No.
They had her hair purposely wavy whenever she was in a carefree moment. So, you know,
In
for
New
the
Moon?
for the birthday party, for when she's
Oh.
at school, it would be like just more wavy. And then once Edward leaves, it's more straight throughout the rest of the movie. It's a very subtle
Wow.
change.
My cat Fitz is running around this place like a maniac, so I apologize if you hear little feet scratching across the floor. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I think her hair in New Moon is okay, but I don't like it as much as Twilight. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's. I guess I noticed that it was really straight, and I didn't like that.
Yeah. They purposely did that.
Not that there's anything wrong with straight hair, but I just felt like that's not what Bella's hair was. I thought it was supposed to be more thick and
Yeah.
wavy.
And then in Eclipse, obviously, Kristen Stewart is wearing a wig.
The worst.
It looks so bad. It looks like a wig.
The whole series.
And Kristen Stewart is so funny.
I
She
have
was
that
like,
quote from her.
"Oh, you do?"
I wrote it down word for word. This was to MTV in 2010 about her Eclipse hair because she was in the Runaways and she cut all her hair off to play Joan Jett.
And she said she was like, "I knew I couldn't play that character if I didn't cut my hair like her."
And people were talking about how in Eclipse her hair did not look so natural. And she said, "I completely understand. I just thought we'd have a better wig. And it's okay. We worked it out. And hopefully it's okay now."
No, she knew. If you ever listen to the Eclipse commentary with her and Rob, the whole time she's just keeps saying like, "Oh, the wig, the wig.
It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good."
This is going to be a theme for the whole episode, but why
A lot of
couldn't
wigs don't look good.
Summit Entertainment... I think there's still Summit, not
No, they're
Lionsgate.
Lionsgate now.
I know that they were bought by Lionsgate, but why couldn't they afford better wigs?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, have you ever seen, like, Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones? I used to think that was her real... I thought she really dyed her hair white blonde. Like, I didn't know it was a wig. I think it looks so legit. Or, like, the elves in Lord of the Rings have, like, that long, like, Orlando Bloom. That's a wig, but, like, it looked real. For some reason, whenever you have white blonde hair, you have to have a wig.
Yeah.
There's definitely other movies and shows where they have good wigs, so...
There are some wigs in the series that aren't so horrible.
Oh yeah, like who?
Well, some people I didn't know if they were wearing a wig or not. So I think, like, I couldn't tell if Carlisle wears a wig in the later ones.
Does he?
I don't know.
Mm.
So if it's not a wig, it's like, okay.
I mean, this is getting ahead of ourselves, but Jacob wears a wig in the first movie, right?
Yeah.
I actually didn't think that was...
I didn't think it was
I
that
thought
bad.
it looked real.
Yeah.
Would it have been impossible? Do you think there just wasn't enough time for him to grow his hair out? Like, why couldn't he have long hair?
He definitely could have by the second one.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
Mm.
It takes a while for
And
hair
they
to
always
grow.
shoot movies out of order. I don't know
Yeah.
why they do that, but they don't do it chronologically a lot of
Yeah.
times. So they're like, oh, right now we need him to have long hair, but next week he's going to have short hair and then long hair again.
Not to get ahead of ourselves again, but there is some people who wore a wig that didn't need to.
Oh, yes.
Ashley Greene didn't need to.
No.
Could have just cut
So
it.
dumb. I know. Like, are you committed to your art?
Yeah.
So I wrote basically the wigs never look good. What about Breaking Dawn?
Bella's hair. Mm-hmm. It's very long in Breaking Dawn. Mm-hmm. It's like very, very long.
Mm-hmm. Fine.
Yeah. Nothing remarkable about it.
Nothing to say.
It's fine. It's just very long.
Do you have anything else to add about Bella's hair?
Nope.
I feel like Bella in the books doesn't love her hair. I don't know. At least she seems threatened by the fact that Rosalie's blonde.
Yeah.
And, like, mentions that many times.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There is a big emphasis on the fact, or at least a small emphasis.
Major emphasis.
On the fact that she has hints of red in her hair. It's brought up a lot.
Yeah. And you know who else does?
Edward.
Her boyfriend. Yeah. Which is weird. Why do they both have reddish
Yeah, I
hair,
don't
but
get
not
it.
red?
So
Like, she makes it very clear. It's not like they are redheads. It's that they
have hints of red. He's described as having... Are we just going to go into Edward?
Yeah, sure.
So Edward is described as having bronze hair.
The best hair.
I have a lot to say about this.
There's so much to say about it. Edward's hair changed a generation. I believe.
Edward's hair was iconic.
Yes.
Originally, if you read the director's guide with Catherine Hardwicke, they were going to have long hair.
Oh, yeah. They even have drawings in it.
Yeah.
Down to his chin.
But Robert Pattinson hated it so much. And so they ended up kind of basing Edward's hair off of the style that Rob would wear.
Oh.
Like, all the hair products that he wears in the first one are his own hair products.
I don't know if people made this connection, but I certainly did. I really feel like Edward Cullen's hair changed the way men in America look. Like, the
agree.
Zac Efron, like, long bang,
The
like,
Justin
surfer
Bieber, yeah.
kind of thing was skateboarding thing was in for so long to have hair down to, like, your eyebrows. And then suddenly everybody was doing the, like,
The
bouffant.
yeah.
The little up thing, which I think is very attractive.
Me
and still
too.
think it is.
And now I feel like I don't know who really, maybe Macklemore, but
Oh,
like,
yeah.
where it's like shaved on the sides, but I feel like that was an evolution
Yeah, because
of
it
the
still
Edward
has
hair. Yeah.
the top. And, like, it's not really a totally new hairstyle. Like, didn't James Dean have hair like that? Like, it's not the weirdest look or anything. It's not like Edward invented it, but or Robert Pattinson invented it, but I think he definitely established, like, this is hot. And even Jacob's hair is slightly-ish similar. I mean, it's much shorter, but later it still has
It still does the thing.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edward's hair was a lot more tousled in the first movie.
Yeah.
And then
I think
Breaking
it's the best
Dawn,
in the
it's very
first
short,
movie. I
actually.
know.
It doesn't, it's like,
It
you know, you
upsets
can't
me.
run your fingers through it.
Yeah. It's much better longer, I think.
What I don't get about them changing the hairstyles throughout the series is, can vampires cut their hair? Does it grow back? Like, I don't...
They're not supposed to be able to.
Yeah, so I don't get why they...
In the illustrated guide, she says that they can't cut their hair. It doesn't grow back.
Yeah, it seems like they also dye it.
I know. Like, if the movies stuck to the books, Edward's hair should not have changed at all.
None of their hair
Yeah,
should
none
have.
of
It should
them.
have stayed the same.
And what about Edward's facial hair?
Does
He doesn't really have facial hair, but eyebrows, sideburns.
Oh, yeah.
Those change.
Those
kind
change
of.
a lot.
His eyebrows, I know. So Robert Pattinson said he disliked getting them waxed and plucked, and I feel bad for him because I know it sucks. But they looked the best in Twilight. I
Yeah.
think, when they were waxed and very, like, sharp looking.
They really neglected them in the later ones.
Yeah, in the first one they were very dark, and he didn't look. It didn't look like they were groomed or anything, but they're just very thick and prominent and sharp. And then later they're kind of like fuzzy and
They're
like
messy,
lighter.
yeah.
And, I don't know.
There's a lot to say about Robert Pattinson's hair. I remember at the time it was a big deal that Robert Pattinson didn't wash his hair.
That
and
was definitely not true.
I actually have a clip. I'll just read you the quote now.
Okay.
He said, "I don't really see the point in washing your hair. Like, if you don't care if your hair is clean or not, then why would you wash it?"
Do you think he was just trolling people?
I don't know, but his hair was kind of greasy looking.
Yeah, it looked hot to me.
I really liked it. And to be honest, I don't see the point in washing your hair that much either. I kid you not,
Yeah.
I went a month my senior year of college without washing my hair.
Did you shower still?
Yeah, I conditioned it. I didn't put shampoo in it.
Oh. Yeah.
Because I dyed it blue, so I didn't want to.
Yeah. I know, maybe he just has thick hair.
Yeah.
And
my hair doesn't, if I straighten it, it will, but if it's curly, it doesn't get greasy.
you know, there was a point in time when that was in Hollywood. A lot of models and people were not washing their hair.
Yeah.
It only lasted 5 months maybe, but
Yeah.
Rob he's had that hairstyle quite often. Sometimes he has like a buzz cut.
Yeah.
Which is not my favorite. But oh my gosh, we didn't talk at all about Kristen Stewart's hair.
Oh, yeah.
Should we?
Yeah,
Are we gonna get into the actors too? Why not?
Yeah, why not?
There's a lot to say about Kristen Stewart's hair.
Kristen Stewart's hair.
Like now
With the buzz cut that she has.
she has a bleach blonde buzz cut.
She still does.
Or no, she doesn't.
She did for a while.
She did. Now she
I think she has short hair
she
now,
still
though.
has bleach blonde hair, but it's pretty short. It's like to her shoulders or chin-ish. And she has roots. It's very punk looking. She's had all different types
All
of
different
hairstyles.
hair.
She's had black hair, red hair.
I hated when she had
blonde
the
hair.
Joan Jett hair, like when
Yeah.
she would just kind of like wear it.
I know, I should walk around.
Yeah, she didn't
I
care.
don't know. What hair color do you like her most with?
I like her actually when she has like strawberry blonde hair.
I know, that's really pretty. I
Yeah.
agree. I also like her. This isn't maybe that exciting because it's similar to Bella, but I like when she has the dark brown hair.
Yeah.
Do you remember when?
I thought the black hair looked too black on
yeah,
her.
yeah. Snow White and the Huntsman.
Yeah. She's too pale for that.
Do you remember? I think it was one of the MTV Movie Awards, or maybe a premiere. I can't remember when she had like a little braid and she had brown hair. I don't know. That was a very cute look
Yeah,
to me.
sounds familiar.
I don't know. She's had crazy hairstyles.
Yeah.
She's pretty fearless with her hair these days.
Yeah. It's funny that she got it shaved off because she was known for rubbing her
You're
hands
so right.
through her hair.
She always played with her hair.
Yeah.
And so did Rob.
so did
Yeah.
Rob. Yeah, it's like
I
an
never even thought of
iconic
that.
thing that
What
they
did she
did.
do when she didn't have hair? Did she just touch her head?
I saw her on like Stephen Colbert, and she
Yeah.
said, "Oh, now I just rub it."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did they ask her about that?
Yeah, he was like, "I saw you got a haircut," and she's like, "Yeah, it's crazy because I was always touching my hair."
I just rubbed my head
Yeah.
like a lamp. That's weird. Yeah, Rob and Kristen have had some pretty iconic
They've
hairstyles.
had a lot of like, I feel like she probably didn't wash her hair that often either. They're both kind of like a greasy,
Yeah.
like, don't really need, they don't stress about maintenance that much.
Yeah.
Not that they're not both beautiful, but they don't put that much effort.
Well, that's their style. They
Yeah.
had like tousled hair. They weren't really trying to have like very put together hairstyles.
Yeah.
She didn't straighten her hair and I don't know, do all these complicated hairdos or anything.
Or what about in Breaking Dawn when Jessica says at the wedding, she's giving a speech and she's like, Edward something or the hair.
Guess what? I already have that clip in our podcast track.
Okay, good. Then cut out what I just said.
Shall we discuss Jacob Black?
Yeah.
He has some pretty interesting hair too.
Yeah. So he, as we've said, he wears a wig in the first Twilight and the first part of New Moon. And
With
apparently,
his long hair.
yeah, this is a quote that we have from Taylor Lautner.
What does he say?
The last day of filming with the wig, we ripped it off, put it in the air, and the whole crew gave a standing ovation because I guess he hated wearing it so much.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
It's a little dramatic. I did read, though, I think it was Peter...
Fasinelli.
Yeah. Peter Fasinelli said that he did wear a wig.
Yeah.
Actually,
Peter Fasinelli.
yeah. He did.
Did he need to?
He definitely did not need to wear a wig. He said that he didn't like it. It felt as though it was hard to be in character when you're really conscious of like this thing on your head, I guess. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a little dramatic to act like, oh, I hate the wig, but I guess I've never really worn one for 40
Yeah, that's
days
true.
or something. So I don't know how long these shoots are, but
I could see with Jacob, like, running around and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, this is the big question. Do you prefer Jacob with short or long hair?
I think he's nicer when he has the long hair.
Me too.
But I think, like, if I was to just meet him, I would find him more attractive with the short hair.
I prefer the long hair. I don't know why.
In the book, do they all cut their hair to join the wolf pack?
Yeah, but it grows back.
Oh, so it's just like a
I don't know.
hazing thing?
I don't know. I don't know where I wrote this. Yeah, starts with long hair, cuts it, grows out again. I don't know if it was growing out just because they hadn't gotten around to cutting it again or something, but I speaking of the wolves, I had written, I don't think you wrote anything about the wolves, right?
No.
But it said that Leah has long hair, which in the movie she never did. I don't care, it's fine. I'm fine with Leah having short hair in the movies, but I thought that was interesting.
Well, it's long
Change
hair
that.
compared to all the rest of them.
Yeah, but she's supposed to have like long
Oh,
black
yeah.
hair. But in the book, Emily has long black hair. She does in the movie too.
Yeah, and it's not that
in
long.
the book, Sue is supposed to have short hair apparently.
But she has long hair in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really change my life that much. It doesn't really matter.
Wait, Billy Black, he has long hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't have anything to say about Billy's hair.
Yeah. What about, do you like Harry Clearwater, how it's gray?
No, he should dye it. Just kidding. I'm cool with it.
Do you judge men dyeing their hair once they go gray?
No. What do you think? I think it's kind of a double standard. Like,
Yeah.
why is it okay for women to
Dye their hair.
keep pretending
Yeah.
they're really young, and guys have to just be like,
I'm old.
Yeah.
Honestly, I saw a guy, okay, this is probably not great of me, but there was this guy at the bar me and my friends went to last week, and he looked young, but he had like a full gray beard, and my friend was really into him. I was like, do we know his age? Like,
Do we know his age?
I don't know.
He could be young. Didn't
Taylor
our-
Hicks?
Yeah, or like our Nana, didn't she get gray hair like in her 20s?
Yeah, my mom has been dyeing her hair since her 20s. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that could be me. I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm already finding some.
Plus, I don't know. I guess it is kind of. I think men dyeing their hair is kind of the same as women. Like when they're really old, you can tell, but it doesn't really matter. Like my Nana dyed her hair until she died. She was 89. And you could obviously tell that woman does not naturally have brown hair.
Yeah.
Because she's really
You know what I
old.
think, though? If they're going to dye their hair, I think they have to start, once they start going gray, they can't just go gray and then just all of a sudden start dyeing it. Because then that will be like, we know. You know what I mean? I think they have to gradually do it.
Yeah. I feel like probably most male actors do.
Yeah,
I think
probably.
like Paul McCartney does, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Ringo.
I mean, Robert Pattinson has gotten his hair dyed. Like, not to go back to Edward, but they did, like, some revolutionary highlighting to his hair, I read.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It was, like, something to make the contrast of his hair look a certain way.
Yeah, do you think in the first movie Edward's hair is sort of reddish? Or no? I don't know. I feel like in the test, like, the pictures they took, I could kind of see it. But they totally just threw that out the window, that he just had brown hair.
Yeah. Oh, in
They
Breaking
didn't-
Dawn, it's pretty dark.
Yeah, they didn't even try to give him blonde's hair.
Yeah. That's why I don't get how they had the same hair designer throughout, where it seems like she just gave up on a lot of stuff.
That's weird.
You know?
What inconsistencies?
She said that it's weird because I was reading an article with her and she's like, in New Moon I wanted to go for more of a blank look, like with the vampires, and it's like, you really shouldn't be changing them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
They're not supposed
understand
to
it.
age.
Yeah. Like,
give
she's
this
like,
lady a call.
In Breaking Dawn, I wanted him to have a more classic, shorter look. Like, why? That
That is so uncalled for. What?
You're laughing at my shirt.
No.
Oh.
No, I can't believe that the lady
Yeah.
on purpose made their hair change.
I mean, Jacob, I think changing his hair is fine.
Oh yeah, Jacob's
know?
hair is pretty much the same the whole time.
I think they did dye it black because you said black is hard to come up on camera or something, so they dyed it like jet black. So he would have black hair.
Interesting.
And I read that they had to trim it once a week to maintain consistency.
Oh, interesting.
But that Taylor Lautner was like really into his short hair.
Taylor Lautner basically looks the same as Jacob. You know?
Yeah.
I don't get why they didn't try to give Edward reddish hair. You'd think that they would be like, oh, we have so many big fans, like we should try to make the character look like they're described in the book.
I like the color of his hair in the first one.
I like it too. I'm not saying I don't, but I just think it's interesting they didn't even try to.
Yeah.
We have here with
So
me
cute.
a picture of Robert Pattinson that my friend Maddie gave me for my birthday. Okay, now you're messing with it. He just has a hat on. Okay, let's talk about Carlisle's hair.
Okay.
Carlisle's hair, I think, is, well, first of all, in the books, it's described as blonde.
Mm-hmm.
He's described as very good looking. In the first movie, I think he looks great.
First one, yeah, and that's actually not a wig. They dyed his hair.
I think that dyeing the hair looks better. I don't know.
I don't know what Peter Fasinelli's natural hair color is. I
think
he's
it's
brown.
I think it's dark
I mean,
brown.
they could have had him wear a wig just because there's so much damage to dye.
Yeah, maybe.
But when you're a guy and you have short hair, you can just shave it after and then grow it
Yeah.
back. Like,
Carlisle's hair gets so bad
It's
later.
so bad.
Starts out really
honestly,
good.
I think I was looking at pictures of him last night and I was like, damn, Carlisle's actually really hot.
Yeah.
Like, in the first two ones, I think he's good looking.
Yeah, he is. Twilight and Immune.
And then it completely... His blonde also gets darker.
Yeah. It's more of this dark honey color.
And the hair is, like, tossed kind of to the side.
Yeah,
Whereas
he has like a middle part.
Yeah, whereas in the first one, it goes up.
Oh, okay, that. Wait,
No.
what's the hairstylist's name?
Mary Ann Valdez.
Valdez.
Or Valdez.
What were you thinking? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't
it's so
wanna
bad.
trash her job, but
Because I also think, no offense, I think Peter Fasinelli might have gained a little bit weight.
yeah.
Gained a little bit of weight.
I know. In his face, it looked fuller, and then with the middle part,
It just did not look good.
was that Eclipse or
They should have
Breaking Dawn?
recast him, honestly.
Harsh. Harsh.
Just joking.
But I feel like the kind of guy that you want to play Carlisle could have been a lot of actors in a way.
Yeah. I mean, I was really looking at pictures and I was like, oh, he's so attractive in the first one.
Yeah.
And it's
really is.
It's a really classic look that he has, and he really actually looks like a vampire.
Yeah, he does.
I also think they gave up with the making them pale in the later ones
I
too.
know.
They don't even look that pale
They really don't.
in Breaking Dawn.
It's so... Ugh.
He's not even that bad looking in Eclipse.
Yeah. But it's just Breaking Dawn. It's horrible.
It looks so bad. Yeah. I just sent her a picture yesterday. I'll post it on the Instagram. What happened? Like,
I'll pull it up here.
yeah. So, speaking of changing hairstyles throughout the series, one character whose hair changes a lot and it bothers me is Esme.
She's the absolute worst of all the characters. Her hair changes in every single movie.
And it drastically changes, as if we
Like
wouldn't notice.
crazy.
The first one, it's reddish.
Sorta. I don't remember it being red, actually.
It's like a reddish brown, I feel.
So in the book, her hair is described as So Esme Cullen, the mother of the Cullens, my mom told me, so she's been listening to the show, that she doesn't know who we're talking about a lot of the times.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, well, we thought everybody would know who we're talking about, but I'll just say. So Esme's mom, and she's supposed to have caramel. Oh, I have hair stuck in my mouth. Speaking of hair.
That's the worst.
She has caramel brown hair, and it's supposed to be like in ringlets. You know, old Hollywood, 1930s-ish, classic hairstyle. And the first movie, I think they get that right.
Yeah, I think so.
Then
it's very flat in New Moon when it's very
you're
straightened.
right. It should not look like that.
I mean, she's only in like 2 scenes in New Moon.
Yeah, so couldn't they have gotten it right? I mean, I guess a vampire could straighten their hair, probably, but no, it should look the same.
It's like kind of red. I don't know. I think I see it as like a strawberry blonde in New Moon.
I saw it as more of a light brown.
Yeah.
Dark blonde. I don't know. And then Eclipse. Oh,
Completely. It's like jet black. I don't like the way it looks at all.
Me neither. That makes no sense. Why would she have black hair?
I'm thinking that I'm blaming the actress for it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, because that's closer to her natural hair, and I'm thinking she didn't, because she wears a wig in the first Twilight, so
Which is bizarre.
Bizarre, she doesn't need to.
I actually didn't know that was a wig, though, so I guess that was a pretty good wig.
That was a good wig,
yeah. What the heck?
I think she wears one in New Moon, I would assume.
And then what is her hair in Breaking Dawn?
Just kind of like, it's not like 30s 40s style, it's just kind of like regular, just kind of down black.
I was gonna say, so the actress that plays her is Elizabeth Reeser, and I just saw the other night, I watched Liberal Arts, that movie you talked about, I think in our second episode or third episode.
Yeah.
And I had never seen it before, and I couldn't believe that she's in that movie. She works at the bookstore and then ends up... Spoiler. I mean, it's just a random movie. I don't know if you get... She ends up with the main character in the end. I thought that was so odd that she's in that movie because she plays the mom in Twilight, and in the movie, they talk about Twilight a lot many times.
And they diss it. Yeah.
And I was going to say that I liked the movie, and I thought there were some cool ideas that almost relate to Twilight in a way. Like, they're talking a lot about how you only have so much time in life, and you might, like, one of the professor guy, this is such a tangent, but he says he's like 60 or something, and he's like, do you know how old I feel? And the guy's like, what? And he's like, I still feel 19.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks they're still a kid. It's the world's dirtiest secret or something. So like, I thought they were really cool themes to that, but I hated when they talked about Twilight.
Yeah.
Even the girl that liked Twilight was like, I know it's dumb, but I like it. It's bad, but I still like it. I'm like, why do you have to say that? Like, why can't you be like, I like it? Why does she have to say, like, I know it's stupid. It's not even that bad, people.
It's not even that bad.
People so unfairly attack Twilight. I mean, we've already talked about this, but...
You know what I hate, though? Is that the book is actually
it's
New Moon. It's not even the first Twilight.
And it's not the real cover, too. I don't know if that was because of a copyright thing or something, but it's like a fake Twilight cover.
Oh.
And, I just hated how they...
Do they call it Twilight in the movie?
No, they never actually... They just, like, vampires. They never say what it is. They're just like, I like it. You can kind of just tell that it's Twilight, but they never say it is. But it obviously was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that annoyed me. Also, I didn't like the actor that played the main guy.
I didn't like him either.
I think he was on... what's that show? People were super into. It's like a comedy... He was on... Oh, How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, yeah.
No offense to anyone that's a huge fan of that show, but I didn't think he was very good looking. That's shallow. And I didn't think he was a good actor either. And I was finding it very hard to believe that this college girl was really into him. Like, he seemed so lame to me. I don't
How
know.
old was he in the movie?
30. Well, the character was 35.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And how old is she? 19?
She's 19.
Oh, my God.
But all they did was kiss.
Yeah.
She wanted to sleep with him, but he said no.
She was a mature 19-year-old.
Yeah. But it wasn't believable to me. I'm like, this guy is not even that hot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's mean. And I didn't think was a great actor. I don't know. Anyway, liberal arts. Have you guys seen it? What did you think? Never heard of it. Let's carry on.
Yeah.
So
in my notes, I just wrote that I feel like Esme's hair gets just increasingly more unremarkable as it goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just, like, we can't even remember what it looked like in Breaking Dawn.
yeah.
I also feel like her appearance kind of, she's pretty, but, like, she doesn't look that, like, stunning as she does.
Right. The vampires are supposed to be
Yeah.
amazing looking.
I just feel like she also doesn't
She
look...
kind of just shows up. And, I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe it's because they don't have her do that much. Mm-hmm. I think she does look really beautiful in Eclipse, even though she has black hair. I think she looks good.
Yeah.
But in Breaking Dawn, I don't know. Like, I also think they didn't maybe dress her that well. Like,
That's a different episode.
Yeah, different episode.
Want to talk about Emmett?
Sure.
So, in the books, Emmett is described as having curly, dark hair.
Oh.
And apparently he was supposed to have hair like that in the movies, but Kellen Lutz had just recently buzzed his hair for another role or something. And so they were just like, okay.
I didn't know
Which
that.
is annoying.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Same with Kristen Stewart and her Joan Jett hair. I mean, I guess it happens, but it bothers me. It takes me outside of the story a little bit to know that, like, the actors influence the way it looks. Like, guess we're just gonna have his hair look like this for the whole series. But I don't really care. His hair is whatever.
His hair, yeah, it's kind of buzzed in the first one.
Yeah.
But later on, it's longer.
Yeah. It never gets to, I think, what it was, like, described as, but that's okay.
It's longer, like, in Breaking Dawn. Like, his hair kind of sticks up in the front, too, a little, which doesn't make sense because he had a buzz cut in the first one. So did it grow?
I know.
Like,
vampire's hair is not supposed to grow.
it makes no sense.
Crazy. I don't know. I mean, there's not much to say about his look.
Yeah. He actually is the only actor who had to dye his hair darker actually, I guess he dyed Jacob's hair darker, but, like, he's the only one that went from blonde to brunette.
It looks fine.
Yeah, because Kellen Lutz has blonde hair.
Interesting. Guess I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What about his brother, Jasper?
Jasper's hair changes a lot.
Another one whose hair changes all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think looks much worse than other times.
I think in the first one, it looks... Honestly, I actually prefer his hair in Eclipse the most.
When it's down, it's longer.
When it's longer and it's, like, down to the side.
Yeah. It's interesting.
I think that one goes with his backstory of, like, being from the side. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It worked for him
It
in
does
that.
look a little more old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Like, you could imagine it maybe used to be in a ponytail or something.
In the first one, I felt like it was too tousled, which is, like, a look that Edward was already going for.
Yeah.
So I thought it was, like, a little bit too...
I was okay with his hair in the first movie, but the second one...
Oh, the second
looks
one's
weird.
horrible. So bad. He looks like a mom who's picking up her kid from kindergarten or something in the early 2000s. It looks so bad. Who am I thinking of? Like...
Kate Gosselin or something?
No, I'm thinking of, like... Did you ever see the Lamb Chop show?
I don't think so.
Okay. Do you know an Alf the secretary at the dad's work? Where he's like, you look so pretty, you should be on a Christmas card.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
that woman?
yeah.
It's reminding me of that.
Oh my... Yeah, I mean, in the books, he's described as having blonde hair, but do they say anything more than that in the books?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I like it in Eclipse. And then what is it in Breaking Dawn?
Breaking Dawn is pretty bad. I want to say
It's pretty bad.
Also, like, I mean, everyone looks not great in Breaking Dawn. Even Edward, he looks good, but not
the best.
Not the best.
Edward in Breaking Dawn, I think already looks like he's in his 30s and a suburban dad or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He does not look like a teenager. I mean, I definitely think Robert filled out more. Like, he was a lot skinnier in the first one.
He's still very attractive, but as Edward Cullen, he just did not look the same.
No.
It's...
Even though I feel like Robert Pattinson is ageless, like if you look at him now, he still looks the same.
Yeah, he really does. It's crazy.
But Jasper's hair, it's kind of like Carlisle's, like it just kind of like falls flat. And it's darker, it's a darker blonde.
What on earth happened to Breaking Dawn?
They dyed his hair also for Twilight, and then I think he wore a wig as it went on. Again.
Shall we discuss the other blonde, problematic blonde?
Yeah, one more thing is I was going to say, I really liked his hair. I was looking at pictures in the wedding.
Yeah, it was cute.
It was like very dapper looking. I thought it looked really good.
He did look dapper. That's a good way to describe it.
He looked really cute. Jackson Rathbone is like really attractive. I mean, even though his hair was kind of not that great, has a really good face. I think he's cute.
Yeah, he does.
But in New Moon, it's horrible. So when he's like lunging
it's
towards
way too
her,
like curly and round. I don't know. It just, nobody has hair like that. No one has blonde, curly. It looked like he went to a salon or something earlier that day. I don't know.
Looks like Jennifer. I don't get why they're like, it's fine. Like, who approves it?
It's fine. I just feel like the actors could have figured it out themselves.
Yeah.
Better than. I hate to insult this woman's work, but.
No, like.
You know what I mean? I almost feel like anyone could have made a better decision than that.
So the other problematic blonde.
Rosalie. What can we say? They should. I hate to shit on anybody, like real living people. It's one thing to talk about characters and another thing to, talk poorly about real people. And I think Nikki Reed is a great actress, but I don't think she should have been casted as Rosalie.
Me neither. We'll talk about that in another casting episode, but...
She's supposed to be, like, a bombshell blonde.
Yeah.
Nikki Reed is tan and has dark hair.
Yeah. She looks very Italian.
It would have been one thing if they said, all right, let's just make Rosalie be Italian looking or something. Yeah. Whatever. But no, they're like, we're still going to make her be this pale blonde girl. And it just doesn't work. In the first one, they dye her hair. What do you think? Twilight, is that the best or?
I don't. Twilight probably.
I don't know. So in Twilight, they dyed her hair, and apparently it took forever.
Well, they only dyed actually the top, and then she wore extensions for the rest.
I see.
And I think they covered up her natural hair color with extensions or something like that.
Why?
She wore
they said it took like 36 hours to dye her hair.
She wore a
And they only
I don't know what it's called. Yeah, they just bleached the top. And I'm sure it still takes...
That must have looked terrible.
Well, I don't know. I don't really get it. It might have been really short, and then she wore extensions.
Maybe they just made the top really blonde. The rest maybe was blonde, but they didn't.
And then they covered it up.
To make it perfect or something. I don't know.
But they also must have had to bleach her eyebrows too.
Yeah.
In the first two, and then they gave up.
The second in New Moon, she wears a wig, right?
Yeah.
I like how she looks in New Moon. Actually, she isn't in it that much, but she has like a curl right here.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a side part.
The wig is still darker. It's a darker blonde.
It is a darker blonde, but I think she looks pretty in New Moon. I think that might actually be my favorite.
I actually think my favorite might be Eclipse when she has the wig on, but then she has dark eyebrows. I like the look, even though they changed it.
I don't like it. I don't know.
For some reason, I feel like it makes her contacts, like the color, stand out more.
I'm fine with people having dark eyebrows and blonde hair. Like, I think that's a cool look. But for some reason, that scene when she's talking to Bella about, I don't envy you. Oh, no, I don't hate you. I just envy you. I don't know. I think she looks so weird in that scene for some reason. I don't know.
Maybe that's why I like it, because I feel like it just, like, was striking to me.
Yeah, maybe. But you can't deny she looks so different from Twilight to New Moon to Eclipse. Like, what the heck? You look so different.
And I also feel like maybe the fact that her eyebrows are dark, it reveals, like, it's too revealing that we know that the actress really does not have blonde hair.
Yeah.
I feel like Catherine Hardwicke just cast her kind of out of nepotism. Because she was like, oh, I cast her in everything. And I thought you'd be perfect for Rosalie. You know, she's a bitch. Yeah.
She could have been, I don't even know.
She didn't need to be in it, really.
I'm not sure who she could have been.
Yeah.
Nobody. What about Breaking Dawn?
Her hair, the wig that she wears, again, it might be the coloring of the movie itself that makes everyone's hair look darker.
Maybe.
But she has like a dirty blonde hair for her wig. And it's just like...
It's not great. It's just limp, like straight.
Yeah, it's straight and it's long and it's not styled. And
it's very plain.
It looks like a wig.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, like her makeup as well. She doesn't look that pale. It's not striking at all.
I know. She's supposed to be the most beautiful woman on earth. And I know, I feel shallow for saying this, but especially in Breaking Dawn, when you see her, it's just, that's not the emotion you get. It's just, there's just a random chick. Like,
yeah. It should be like when you look at her, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe she's even human.
You know
she's so beautiful.
Though, in the pictures they took before Twilight came out, the promotional ones, where they just have like a blue background, I actually think Rosalie Nikki Reed looked amazing. And I can show it to you later. I'll put it on our Instagram or something, but she looks really good. I feel like when I saw that picture, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what Rosalie should look like. But then I don't know what happened. In the movie, she doesn't really look like that. Yeah.
I think in the first Twilight, they pulled it off, making it believable that she had blonde hair.
Yeah. There were kind of like highlights though that annoyed me. I don't know. It was a little bit stripy. I don't know. Slightly. It wasn't that bad, but
yeah. I think her makeup was paler too. I think she looked. They pulled it off. I think.
I do think New Moon's my favorite for her, but.
I mean, she's barely
in it.
Barely in it.
That one scene, they nailed it. Okay, what about Alice?
Alice. She is described in the book as having short, spiky hair. Because they shaved it in the mental hospital, and when she was it was in the process of growing back.
It's supposed to be spiky, probably like the mom. On Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Oh my God, that's literally when I think of spiky hair, that's who I think of, and I was going to say that. That was the next thing I was going to say.
Yes.
It's not spiky in the movies at all. It's just a pixie cut.
It's spikier, I think, in Twilight.
Yeah, in Twilight, it like goes out to the side. I think I like it the best in that one.
Yes. And her hair kind of stays the same throughout, but in the Breaking Dawn,
it's not.
It's more of just a short pixie. It doesn't stick out at all. And apparently, that's what Ashley Greene suggested. And they were like, okay. I guess she always thought that that's what Alice would look better or something, and the director like agreed. And
no, I don't like it.
I think it does look cute on Ashley Greene's face. Like, I think the hairstyle works, but it's not what Alice is supposed to look like.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
I was reading that they went for more of like an Audrey Hepburn look with that.
Interesting.
She does have like at the wedding, they make her look like a flapper, and it like waves in the front. I think that looks cute.
That was cute. But it's not spiky.
No, it's not. Her hair is longer in New Moon. It kind of goes down to like almost her chin.
Yeah, you're right. What the hell, people? Their hair is not supposed to change. Basically, every single character.
Yeah.
Their hair changes.
And it is shorter in Breaking Dawn, too. It just kind of like goes down in the front.
It is shorter. And she wore wigs in every single movie, right?
Yeah.
I think they were convincing wigs. I don't know.
Yeah, they were not bad.
They weren't really distracting or anything.
I read that it took 2 hours to get the wig on because her hair was so long and thick. Seems like a waste.
Why didn't she just cut her hair?
Yeah, she could have just cut it. She seems like someone who
Didn't she
would.
get paid enough to kind of...
I know.
And she's so cute and pretty looking. Like, she can pull off a short
Yeah.
hairstyle. It took 2 hours.
Especially since, like, she doesn't need a diet or anything. Like, all she'd
Yeah.
have to do is cut it, and it would look realistic.
That's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I wonder why not.
I don't know.
She easily could have. And then, like, you know, she's a famous person, so they could have cut it, and then when she's done, if she really wants to have long hair, she could just get extensions. Because it would have been long enough to still have extensions.
Yeah, totally.
She's a baby.
How about Renesmee? She's only in one movie.
Only in mine. So.
But in the books, I mean, I don't really care, but she's also supposed to have bronze colored ringlets.
Oh, yeah,
She's supposed to have curly hair. I think because Charlie has curly hair, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's where she gets it from. And no, in the movie, she has long, wavy brown hair.
Honestly, I mean, I would have to see a picture, but I feel like the waves she has look like they were professionally styled. They don't look natural to me.
No.
Her hair is very, very long, too.
I know.
Is that girl
Like,
wearing
almost
extensions?
right away.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I was going to say Victoria's hair.
There's a lot to say about her hair.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, first 2 movies, well, as big fans of the series will probably know, as my mom may have forgotten, the actor of Victoria changed between New Moon and Eclipse. So, it was Rachel Lefevre. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Then Bryce Dallas Howard. And so Rachel had natural hair. That was not a wig, right?
No, that should...
Yeah.
I think they... I think it's the same... Her natural
She
color.
had naturally red hair.
Naturally curly.
Which is what it's supposed to be in the books.
Yeah.
She just have wild, curly red hair. But then they cast a redhead actress, Bryce Dallas Howard. But for some reason she wore a wig.
She did?
Wait, did she not?
I don't know.
It looks so much like a wig to me. Okay, maybe it's not, but if it's not a wig, they overdid the curling hair.
I think they overdid the curling.
Okay. That
I
makes
don't know.
sense.
It would make... I don't know if Bryce Dallas Howard is a natural redhead. She might, because her dad...
She just always dyes her hair red.
But her hair... Okay, so in New Moon, when we still have the original actress...
Yeah.
It's a much deeper, darker red, too.
Yeah.
That color didn't look that natural.
No, it didn't.
Whereas it's more of like an orangey, like a natural redhead. Kind of strawberry blonde, like...
So the first Victoria has natural red hair.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's not... So Bryce Dallas Howard must either dye her hair or she must dye it because it's such a bright red that nobody really has that color.
Yeah.
It wasn't natural. And it's so curly.
But in New Moon,
weird.
I wonder if they were preparing for that.
Maybe.
Because when you see her in the woods and then Harry Clearwater has like the heart attack and stuff, she does, like, her hair does look way more vibrant.
I think maybe they just realized, oh, in Twilight her hair doesn't look that red, so let's make it red. But they weren't planning on replacing Victoria, so I don't think that they were doing that on purpose. They were supposed to have Rachel play her, but because of timing differences or whatever, they just... I hate her hair in the third one, in Eclipse.
Yeah,
I think
me
it looks
too.
so bad.
It's so unnatural.
It's way too curly. It's like Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
So tight ringlets. It doesn't look like the previous Victoria at all.
Yeah, and it might be because she just doesn't have naturally curly hair, so you'll never get that look.
Yeah.
But they could have made... The curls are just way too tight.
Mm-hmm.
And
they could have spread them out.
I am wondering if it's a wig, because how long would Bryce Dallas Howard's hair have to have been for her? Because we both have curly hair.
Yeah.
Mine's blow dried right now, but...
It makes your hair much shorter.
Yeah.
And her hair was pretty long.
But the
curly,
curls were so tight.
Her hair would have had to be super...
Yeah.
We should have found out if
Yeah.
it was a wig or not.
Can we look it up right now?
Sure. While you search this, I'm going to talk about Laurent.
Yes.
And you can chime in. So, in the books, he is not described as he looks in the movies, but I think that they did a great job casting, and well, we'll talk about that later, but in the books he's just described as having black hair, I think, and he's supposed to have like an aristocratic background and probably would have like, I don't know, 1700s hair. Did you find out?
Yeah, she did wear a wig and a clip.
I knew it! I can spot a bad wig from far away. It looked really bad. It was like, the way her hair moved, too, in action scenes just looked weird.
She says, when I showed up, the producers, were like, this is not the girl we hired because she... Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay.
She had dyed her hair like a dark brown before filming, so then they hired her because she had red hair. So when she showed up, they said, this is not the girl we hired. Shooting had to start pretty quickly, so I wore a wig. Ugh. So they must have hired her because she had red hair, and then she didn't when she showed up.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
I feel like you can tell it's a wig because when she's running around and stuff, her hair flops all together, kind of.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if it was your real hair, it would all move across your head.
Yeah, they do not look like... It looks just so different.
Yeah. That's too bad. That's a shame.
Yeah. I wish they kept the actress, too. I wish they could have been able to.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Maybe in a remake. JK, I don't want them to remake it. No. Despite all the hair problems.
I don't think I would hate it if they remade it.
Really?
I would be intrigued. If they could
I would be upset.
maintain the feel of the first Twilight throughout all of them, I would be okay with it.
I hate remakes. I'm upset about the Little Women remake, even though I'm probably gonna like it.
Yeah.
But I hate remakes. Ugh.
Okay, so you were talking about Laurent.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything to say. He has dreadlocks in the movie.
Yeah, I like the
think
dreads.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Because we have enough straight,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, longish
Yeah.
men's hair for the other characters. So, yeah. And then James, there isn't really anything to say about him. He has a ponytail.
Yeah.
He's only in one movie.
Yeah, so...
Also, I think that the three nomads have cool hair.
Yeah,
we have
they
one
do.
guy with a ponytail, we got one girl with long curly red hair, and we got one guy with long dreadlocks. Like, yeah, nice.
I like it. Nice.
Because there's like a lot of
They look like a
blondes
band.
yeah, they do. Yeah, there's a lot of blondes in the Cullens, and I don't know if you wrote anything about this, but I was going to write about talk about the Denali coven.
No, but we can talk about it.
I think it's just weird. What did I write? That like three of them
are blonde. Yeah, and then there's one brunette.
They're not actually related. Isn't that odd? Like, why are they all blonde? Where did I write this?
Jess, they're not actually related. I know, but they live together. It's weird.
I guess their mother, the character, turned them all on purpose because they looked alike. Like, she wanted to have a bunch of blonde, quote, daughters. It's just weird.
Yeah. I mean, I can't tell them apart.
I know.
I don't know
who's
which
who. We're like the so-called experts. I don't know who they are.
They don't see them enough.
I mean, I guess it's kind of cool. It's like, whoa, who are all these blonde people? But
are they only in Breaking Dawn? Yeah, they're only in Breaking Dawn.
They're mentioned in all the other books, but as for the movies, they're only in Breaking Dawn, right? Yeah, so they're not that important, but I just wanted to point out all blonde, except for that one, Carmen. And then the Cullens have a lot of blondes, too.
Yeah, they do. Carlisle, Rosalie, Jasper. What about the Volturi hair?
Arrow has interesting hair. I feel like he has classic vampire. He has like a kind of receding hairline widow's peak thing going on, and it's long, black. It looks like a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all have kind of longish hair. Caius has the long blonde hair, and then Dimitri has, right? Dimitri is the older one?
No. Dimitri's like the big guy.
Oh, okay. I'm
Caius,
sorry. Caius is the blonde one?
Arrow and...
Marcus? Marcus is the blonde one. We're supposed to be experts.
Oh, no. Okay, regardless, the three main ones, they all have long hair.
And then Dimitri, the big one.
Yeah, because Dimitri doesn't have long hair, though.
Yeah, he doesn't. He has short hair.
Yeah, but I think because they're so old, a long time ago, men always had long hair.
Wait, is Marcus Jane's brother?
No, that's... Did I write it down? That is no. But I forget what his name is, but it's not Marcus. I
haven't read the later books in a while.
Yeah, we'll get to it. it. What about Charlie?
Charlie, I think his hair looks good. I pictured him having red hair.
I pictured him being bald.
Oh, I might have.
The first time I read Twilight. But I don't know why. It doesn't even say that he's bald in the book.
Yeah.
His
maybe because your dad is bald?
Yeah, probably. But I didn't picture my dad. I pictured like a little more heavyset guy.
I pictured him having rosacea.
Yeah. Or was it like pink cheeks?
Yes, yeah. I pictured him like having a really red complexion.
My Charlie was kind of like that too.
Yeah.
But the movie Charlie... I think it's pretty
I
good
really
looking,
like he's really attractive. I even like them. I love the mustache.
Yeah, it's a great touch.
Yeah, great touch. And especially because he's a cop, and I think it looks great. No, oh my god, that would be like my ideal husband at 40.
I know. Does Bella realize her dad is good looking?
He's a stud. He's honestly better looking than Carlisle. No question.
Why is the town in love with Carlisle?
I remember reading somewhere, it was like, everyone's so good looking in Twilight. Even Charlie. Billy Burke is like really attractive.
Yeah. What about Renee? Anything to say about her? I don't think I have anything to say about Renee.
I don't think I do. I like her little do at the wedding. I think it's cute.
Yeah, it's cute. Little do.
The humans? Do you have anything?
The humans? This is not so controversial or there's anything crazy to say about the humans, but in the books, Jessica is described as having voluminous curly hair. In the movies,
it's kind of wavy,
kinda just flat. Straight.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if Jessica was kind of modeled after Gretchen Wiener. Because she kind of likes to gossip and talk a lot. She's supposed to have big curly hair. I don't know. I don't care how she looks, really. I don't. But it would have been cool if she had curly hair. Just because I do. I could have played Jessica. Oh, well.
I think, whose hair is, like, just kind of gross to me?
Who?
Is Eric's.
Why? It looks greasy. It is too long.
It does look greasy, and it's too long.
It's a very 2008 hairstyle, but pre-Edward Cullen
I bet he would be really cute with a short haircut.
Yeah, I think so too.
They just like kind of made him less attractive.
And Scandal, in the books, Angela is supposed to have light brown hair. In the movie, she has dark brown hair.
Dark brown hair, yeah.
Riot. No, just kidding. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I don't really care. And then Mike Newton, he has blonde spiky hair. And I wrote that I feel like it's very typical early 2000s, like using gel kind of to spike it. And then I remember in the books, they described that Mike started copying Edward's hairstyle.
Oh, yeah. And
that did write that. That would have been a nice touch in the movie, but I mean, that's okay.
That would have been funny. Yeah.
But I remember Bella noticed that he was kind of copying Edward's look. Poor Mike.
Poor Mike.
Mike's a big character in Twilight, the book.
He is.
Yeah.
He shows up a lot.
Gosh, Bella. Just Edward, Jacob, and then in the background, Mike.
Did you have anything to say about any of the vampires that they bring in?
Oh, all the, I wrote notes, actually, but, like, all the people in Breaking Dawn.
Yeah.
There isn't really, I mean, we got a bunch of different hairstyles just because there's people from...
There's just too many people.
All around the world. But there are too many people to talk about. There's some girl, Charlotte, she has a pixie cut. Okay, besides Alice.
What about the one that's from across the universe?
Oh, Joe Anderson. That's the actor.
The one that's like always lurking. You're like, what's this guy's deal?
He looks a bit crazy.
Why are they panning on him?
I don't know. Yeah, you guys have to rewatch Breaking Dawn Part 2 and notice this guy. Is his name Alistair?
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, the camera's on him all the time.
Like he has some type of secret or something. They focus on him so much.
And then it's for no reason.
For no reason. Like he might give a speech or something, but like he's not important. It's crazy.
So funny. I don't know.
I feel like in conclusion, like they shouldn't have changed the hair so much throughout the series, and we didn't need unnecessary wigs.
I agree.
They should have spent more money on the wigs.
Mm-hmm. And I think that the hairstyles are, Stephanie Meyer did put a lot of time describing people's hair, and I think that they make the characters who they are sometimes. They all have cool backstories and hair, and their hair kind of makes them, in some ways, who they are. I feel like Rosalie's hair makes her a little bit full of herself, and Alice's hair makes her a little spunky. And
I'm wondering how much, I know they had the same hair designer throughout.
Yeah.
But how much the directors had jurisdiction over their final look.
I don't know.
Because
I would love to know. Maybe we can interview a director someday.
Because I feel like, or maybe even the hair designer we could ask. I feel like she would maybe be insulted by this episode, but...
Well, who knows? Maybe she had less control than we think.
I feel
or
like...
maybe there are other people working with her. I don't know.
I feel like little details like that, just from reading the director's guide, Catherine Hardwicke paid so much more attention to what they were going to look like. And I could see Bill Condon, David Slade being like, oh yeah, it's blonde, it looks good, that's what Rosalie is.
Yeah.
And not really caring
possibly
about the like little intricacies of it.
Yeah.
The way guys don't. I could see it.
Me too.
I feel like maybe the designer came up with the look, but I could picture Catherine Hardwicke, if it didn't look great, stepping up and saying something.
Whereas the Bill Condon or
they don't
other
care.
guys are just like, all right,
They're like, yeah, that's good. I bet like they don't even know that like you can't change vampires' hair throughout.
I hoped they knew that, but I also, if they did know that, then why did they break that rule?
Yeah.
So frustrating. So I just thought of something. You know how Bryce Dallas Howard showed up with brown hair?
Yeah.
I was just thinking, did she A, not read Twilight, B, not know which role she was replacing? Like, that is insulting.
Yeah, that's weird. Let me check the article
know
again.
That she was supposed to have red hair. She didn't know she was playing a redhead character. That's ridiculous to me.
She said, I think I flew out on Monday or Tuesday to go and do the role. That Friday before, I had dyed my hair really dark. Why? My natural hair color is like kind of like an orange red, which is what's depicted in the book. When I showed up, the producers were like, this is not the girl we hired. Shooting had to start pretty quickly, so I wore a wig. Okay, that's her fault.
Like, why on earth did she dye
the
it
Friday before?
a few days?
It's not like she was dyeing it for a role.
Yeah.
Did they cast her really quickly? Did they have to recast?
Probably. I think they did cast her really, really quickly.
Yeah, but she still should have known. She should have looked up what the girl looked like before. Like they obviously, I feel like, casted her because she had red hair.
And how did she not know about it? I mean, who hasn't heard of Twilight? Like, how did she not know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Face-wise, she doesn't look that much like the original actress. So I feel like the hair is why they hired her.
She doesn't look like her.
No.
What a crazy mistake they made. Oh, well.
Yeah.
So, we have some listener mail.
Listener mail!
I just want to say, like, a bunch of you have commented on our page or messaged us. Oh, by the way, we're gonna soon do more with our Facebook page.
Be more active, yeah.
We've been mostly posting on Instagram lately, and if you don't have Instagram, I'm sorry about that. But it seems like you found us anyway, so whatever.
Thanks.
But everyone that's reached out to us, thank you so much. It really makes this feel worthwhile. Like sometimes I'm like, why am I putting all my time and effort into making a Twilight podcast? Like sometimes I really doubt myself,
Yeah.
you know? But you guys are so sweet, and
It makes us feel like we're a part of a community.
yeah.
So we got some listener mail from a fan named Olivia, a Twilight fan. I don't want to act like a fan of us.
Yeah, no, another Twilight fan.
And she shared some of her thoughts on what she thinks would happen. And I
Yeah.
thought they were really interesting, so I wanted to share them. This is sort of like in response to our episode on what we would change. Go check it out if you
Yeah.
haven't listened.
That was a fun episode.
And we have been getting several responses back of what other people would change.
Yeah.
And we're really into them. So if you have any ideas, send us our way. Send them our way.
Yeah. So let's hear it.
So she says, Renesmee doesn't happen, which I'm on board for. And that Edward and Bella would go to Dartmouth together. But then while they're there, the Volturi would find out that she's still human and get mad and come to fight. And so then Edward would turn her, thinking that they've already lived like enough life experience, and he doesn't want her to die. And
Yeah.
it's sort of like to protect her.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I would love if they went to college.
Yeah. And I like the idea of him turning her not because she's like having a baby and like
Yeah.
it's the last possible thing that they
That
can
would be
do.
really, I don't know.
It's like turning her so she can
dramatic
fight.
and
Yeah.
exciting. Plus, I think Bella would love college, so
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll go someday. But
Yeah.
what else does Olivia say?
So she says this is where they say goodbye to everyone, but that they do tell Charlie about the whole vampire thing, which would be nice.
That'd be interesting.
And that the Volturi comes and that Emmett dies, and she says, because everyone sees him as a protector, and it would show how powerful the Volturi are and how scary they are, which I agree. I think it ups the
that's
stakes.
true. Whoa.
Emmett
That's
dying
true.
would be sad, but
Yeah.
she also says Rosalie would die shortly after, and I think
I
that
love this.
it would be sad because maybe she's, she just formed a relationship with Bella and she's sort of redeemed herself in the
Yeah.
end.
I would like that.
So her dying, to me, that would be like when Snape dies. It's like, it's a good, bad, or a bad, good guy
Yeah.
dying, just
Yes.
as you find out that they're nicer than they are,
Yes.
appear to be.
Oh, I love that.
And I think that would be nice because it would be sad, but Emmett and Rosalie, fans and the Cullens would find comfort in the fact that they're together. And also that Rosalie hated being a vampire anyway.
That's so true.
Yeah.
It'd be bittersweet.
Which is what we need.
That should have happened. Oh my gosh. I love it.
Yeah. And then in the end, she says, then Edward and Bella renew their vows in the meadow at the end with only the Cullens and Charlie.
That's
And
cute.
they can be themselves, and then the camera zooms in on them as they say forever in place of I do, then Flightless Bird American Mouth plays and fades to the credits.
That is perfect.
Yeah, I love that instead of the Christina Perri song.
Oh, yeah. 1,000 years.
Love you for 1,000. Should I mention that this girl who's sent us her ideas, she's been a fan of Twilight since she was 4.
Yeah. I think it's crazy. She's 4. And I would like to hear more about that.
I
What
would
is it?
too.
Because it came out when I was, well, when the book came out, I was in 5th grade, but I didn't know about it until 2008.
I feel like when I was 4,
so-
I was so dumb. I was a fan of like Sesame Street
Yeah.
and Barney.
To any of our younger listeners, what is it like to
Yeah.
love Twilight when you're 4
Yeah.
or 5 or like what is that like?
That's
I
so
don't know.
cool.
I
Yeah, I
know.
want to know more.
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm like touching you.
I'm trying to think. Like I think when I was really little, shut up. I liked Woody and Jesse on Toy Story.
Like, you shipped them? You know that he's with Little Bo Peep, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's what the fourth movie is about. They go to find her, Little Bo Peep.
Why, what happened to her?
Remember in the third one, it's like she was sold or
I thought
something.
the third Toy Story was supposed to be it.
Yeah.
Didn't they say,
I hate that
it's the end?
I hate that they're making another one.
It's too much.
Yeah. Like, I was just weird for a second.
What?
I don't know. I just felt like my energy was weird.
All right. Well, I think that's just about it with Twilight hair.
Yeah. So, eventually we should have one on Twilight clothes.
That's what I have been looking forward to. Talking about the fashion. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait. And if any of you guys have any suggestions or things to say about the hair or the fashion, let us know.
Yeah.
And we will see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye. Hard to sign off.
Yeah.
It always sounds like lame.
Have we signed off yet?
I don't, did we? That sounded like we were. Goodbye. You can contact us at anotherbiteoftwilight@gmail.com or find us on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram at anotherbiteoftwilight. The music is by Traces. See you next time.